Okay, I will make the video about what is meaning of martial art. Now, too many people confuse what martial arts is because things what's going on out here, like you see on TV, the way it's mass commercialized, like MMA means mixed martial arts. To me, MMA as mixed martial arts is not a martial arts. That should not have been labeled that at all. That should have been labeled as mixed combat sport. To me, makes total sense. Not mixed martial arts. Do not call it martial arts. Now, I'll go speak about what is the martial and art. We all know that boxing is not a martial art, but it's closer to martial arts. Like Mayweather, that's closer to martial arts, the skill wise. I do not know too much about his spirit and stuff, but he's closer to martial art. And boxing that's closer to martial arts really, literally is just sparring in general, without even fighting. That's martial art. Now, let's break this down. What is a martial art? Because once again, too many people confused what it is, and they don't know nothing about that. And according to dictionary, it's dumbing down. So I don't look at dictionary that much, and I know the fact it's been dumbing down, so I don't pay attention to that. I'll go speak about what is the martial art meaning is, real meaning of martial art. Now, let's break this down so you people could understand and have an eye opening. Now, what is a martial? Now, you see, in the military, is famous for use that word martial. Now, martial mainly means combat or war. That's what military fight in a war with combat. They use with guns, knives, hand-to-hand combats. That is a martial. Now, martial, to have the strong combat, you have to have be fit, you have to be strong, you have to be bold, you have to have a true confidence. You have to have whatever it takes to have the combat skills needed. And the martial literally alone, as a beginner, learn to be fit. That's the beginning phase of martial. To be fit, to be strong. When you're strong, then your combat skills there, and it's all evolving with that. That to me, what martial is. And also, martial means hard. It's hard. It's or hardcore. That's literally what martial is. Now, as combat for self-defense, is you gotta defend yourself any means necessary. That famous word saying is Malcolm X. He used that word that represents the martial. Defend yourself any means necessary. Somebody attack you, defend yourself immediately. And that's what's missing out there, because there's a bad gun laws and stuff going on in California, especially the state I live. It's a bad gun law. But you gotta defend yourself any means necessary. Any means. Do what you gotta do. Another thing too, what a martial is, this is not a game when it comes to self-defense. You could be the most peaceful person, but yet people pushing buttons, or trying to hurt you, things like that. Then you gotta use a martial aspect. Use combat to defend yourselves. Okay, now let's go to art. Now, you know it's famous by image. the breakable glass and stuff. That's art. Draw pictures. That's art. Draw imagery. That's art. That it's been famous for. Now I'll go speak about what the art is that relates to the martial than art. Now, art means beauty. Mainly it's beauty. And you gotta have something very beautiful. Art means also creativity. Things to be learn to be unique what you're doing. Like things that never see done before. Like people paint their own pictures. That is art. And art alone is a beautiful thing. Beautiful. And art could be like dancing. Art could be like poets. Music writing to be poets. Art means have that sense of creativity of musics. Have a sense of creativity of wherever you do. That's art. Also, art, as far as a body wise, could be flexibility, speed, details. Details, any means needs it. And also, art means also could be like scientists or science. Like Albert Einstein, he's a scientist. Now, if we put that together, martial arts, meaning to be strong, fit, but yet be beautiful at the same time. That meaning the balance of that. That to me is what martial art means. Be strong, but yet beautiful. And my view, what martial arts is, learn the lethal techniques. Learn the beautiful techniques. Have the beautiful techniques, but yet lethal. Like if you look at real Kung Fu, for example, like Shaolin Kung Fu, their techniques look beautiful, right? Now, is it lethal? Yes, it is. That's why I've been trained to do finger push-ups, and their fingers like a knife. They've been doing the knuckle push-ups. They're like knives. They're like hard as steel. Once again, they're beautiful with their techniques, but yet they're lethal what they do. You don't want to mess around with that. For example, kicking. Taekwondo is known for kicking. It's beautiful, right? Once it's beautiful kick, but yet it's lethal. How about boxing, like good type of boxing, like Mayweather? He's reason why he's close to the martial art. He has a beautiful techniques, right? He's very beautiful with his movement. He look like type of rapper, but yet he's dangerous. He could knock you out. Now, if you look at Bruce Lee, he's beautiful, right? Bruce Lee, he could kill. Literally, he could. That's what literally what martial arts is. Now, I'll go give you proof what is a martial arts is. Now, I've been got that book by Sun Tzu called The Art of War. Sun Tzu to me, I don't know how I pronounce that. Sun Tzu to me is a real martial artist. If you do not know what Sun Tzu is, I got the link of the descriptions down below. It's on YouTube. You could check it out yourself. This is what Sun Tzu is. Sun Tzu is a real martial artist. And also, literally, he talks about the art of war. He mainly talks about martial art. The art means you gotta have an art of strategy, the way to confuse your opponent to enemy to win, and the way to win the war. That to me is a martial art. And then martial means, the war means combat. Attack when the enemy's not ready. And literally Sun Tzu and the soldiers, not just Sun Tzu, his soldiers too, he knew how to fight against outnumbered enemies. And his soldiers. That's very impressive, right? He's a real soldier, a real general, and a real martial artist. And I respect Sun Tzu for that. And I've been reading with that, and it brings a great source what it is. If you look up Sun Tzu yourself on YouTube, you see what I'm talking about. And I've been inspired by that. Also, take a look at, now, you guys know Bruce Lee in your eyes, he's a real martial artist. And Bruce Lee, I will talk a lot about Bruce Lee in another video, because I was heavily inspired by Bruce Lee. Heavily inspired by him. Because he got that Eastern philosophy, his creativity, he's like Albert Einstein, but yet he has science of combat. Yeah, he's very lethal what he does. You don't want to push the button because he'll beat you down like crazy. That's him. What else is a real martial artist? Is the rapper. Now, before we get to that, Bruce Lee, in your own eyes, he's a martial artist. We have a rapper like Tupac. He's a real martial artist. And I'll tell you why he's a real martial artist. Knowing that he's the most realest person to ever live. By survived through gunshots. He went through martial as a combat, through gunfights. Defend yourself with guns, enemies necessary. That he has martial in him. And the art, he has creativity. He does poets, he does music, he does this. That's literally, he's very impressed with what he does. Does he practice martial arts like Bruce Lee? Or myself? Or any type of martial arts practitioners? No, he don't. He's not any type of practitioner. And I respect Tupac as of his real martial arts he does. I know people out here may not like Tupac because media turn against Tupac. That's why I really don't like it. That's why I want you to open your eyes to that. And I love his music a lot. I will speak a lot about that. And talks about meaning of martial art is. He don't talk about martial arts, that word, like the way I do, but he talks about the meaning of what martial arts is. And Tupac's very bold. Even when being shot, he's so bold. He's so confident. They never stop speaking truths. That's Tupac. That I'm in love with him. It's very bold what he does. Now, as far as the movies wise, I'll go talk about the movie other ones. What's a movie is a martial arts? Like I give you an example, Bruce Lee's movies, that's martial arts. Jet Li's Fearless, that's martial arts. Hero, that's martial arts. And what else is a martial arts? It's pretty much it's known for. Now, this is what is the meaning of martial arts part 1, breakdown of the martial and the art. Reason why I speak like this because too many people confused. Now, from being confused to have an eye-opening what it is, what I have to speak about that. Because this is very important. Because you have to know what it is. And you cannot just look at the dictionary because dictionary has been dumbing down. Now, also, I'll go talk about why use that word martial arts. Now, first thing first, what I heard, I do not know too much about history. I'm not a history person, but I'm a pretty history person, but I'm not that history person. What I heard from that is stuff from Europeans. They have the martial, the soldiers, they have the martial, but yet they have an art. The martial means the combat, the art means have the beautiness in that. That starts from that. Then after that, there's the Asian martial arts. The Asian martial arts alone, that's rooted from China. That's where Kung Fu started. That's where Shaolin Kung Fu started. There's a martial, means the art, the combat. There's the art, means the beauty of the techniques, beauty of whatever. And they know how to integrate that very good. The martial arts alone, they know how to integrate that very well. That's why you see there's a martial, there's an art when I speak through the eye opening. And like you see there is that's why you see what I see about this with the eye opening. Now, this is it for the video for what is the meaning of martial arts, part 1. The breakdown of martial and art. Now, part 2 is coming to break down what a body, mind, and spirit is.